Howdy all Mobile X Lives. I think it's time to play a little 7 Days to Die. Alright. Looks like we're fairly zombie free here. Let me check my supplies. Let me go ahead and grab my cooking ware and make sure I get my mold, and there's nothing in there I need. Alright, we are ready to continue on our way. So, I just finished watching the season premiere of The Walking Dead. I'm gonna go... This is not where I spawned in. I'm gonna go north, I guess. I don't know what happened to my map, but... why am I crouched down? That's just weird. Yeah, I can't believe it. The season premiere of The Walking Dead. Man, or not season, but, mid-season premiere. We just lost Beth. Really? You gonna go ahead and kill off another one? They're not gonna have a group left by the time they're done, although they should probably be hitting a new group of survivors here anytime. I really thought they were gonna do it in this episode. Now it's been a while since I read the comic, so I'm sure there's a couple of new story arcs I've missed, but well, no, comics don't run that fast. There's probably... Oh yeah, we got plenty. They were at the start of a story arc that I didn't read. And, which is kind of the tail end of a story arc. I don't know. They were dealing with a dude that, okay, so they went to this town in the comics, and so I'm expecting that to happen here anytime. The whole hospital thing we did at the beginning of this season, I'm not aware of as being in the comics, at least not the ones I've read. And so I am, that was all new, and it was awesome, even if they did kill Beth. But they, I thought really they were gonna go to the town in the premiere here, because they were talking about going to the town, and I thought for sure they were gonna manage to get there. And they, I mean, they did manage to get there, but it wasn't what I was expecting. In the book, what happens is, or in the comic, what happens is they wind up this walled town when they're going to Washington, and they the town is, well, they start picking up radio signals in this this episode with news announcements, so I don't know what that was all about. But in the comic, they actually run into this guy who's a scout, and he takes them back to their town, and they're like their town was walled off to begin with, sort of, and so they've never had zombie issues. And which is just crazy. It's just a little, like, suburb kind of thing. It's not like a huge city or something. But they had never dealt with the zombies. They didn't even keep lookouts in the comic. And so when they got there, I can't remember what her name was. Lori, maybe? I'm gonna go with Lori. Lori was still with them, and she was like a crazy sniper by that point. Well, she wasn't crazy; she was just crazy good sniper. By the point they reached the town, and so she basically became their lookout from a nearby. Is it a clock tower? And so then they had like Rick and Michonne became the sheriff because they didn't have a sheriff, and you know, it was like they didn't know what they were doing at this point. Apparently, they had a leader, and things had gone bad with the leader at some point, and so they were. I mean, they had like a senator guy who was kind of leading the town, but they didn't have anybody who knew what to do, and so they were just kind of existing. And so everything went fine for a little bit, and then, you know, everybody from outside is like, "You people are crazy. You don't even have lookouts. You know, you don't have your wall reinforced. What are you gonna do when a zombie horde gets here?" And you know, they're like, "Well, then you know, that's never gonna happen. We're safe here." And eventually they got overrun by a gang from nearby, and the town. You know, the town got busted open, lots of people dead. And so that was where I'd quit, because the next part was maybe I did read the next part, or I'm trying to remember. Like I said, it's been a while. Like probably last year sometime was the last time I read the... Well, I mean, last year wasn't that long ago, but I mean like mid last year, maybe, was the last time I read the comic. And they were either getting ready to go into, or had already gone into, this, like, gas works where the, their new villain, was. And, so none of that's been in the comic, even though, or in the TV show, even though that's about where they're at, following the comic anyways. So the hospital stuff isn't in there, and although I thought that was really good. What is going on with the sky, man? It's like it's all foggy out here today. I don't know what that's all about. But, yeah, this one, this premiere was, it was good. I mean, it wasn't amazing or anything. I can't believe they killed Tyrese. I mean, they just killed Beth in the mid-season finale. Now the mid-season premiere is whacking out another one. Although, you know, he wasn't that stable to begin with, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at the way he died, for sure. Because honestly, ever since, like when he first joined, he was afraid to kill anybody. And ever since his girlfriend died, he's only been half there as it is, and you know, I mean, there for the longest time, he couldn't kill anything, and all he did was carried whatever the baby is. I don't remember what her name is. And so, you know, he finally came back to his "we need to kill to survive" senses, and and so they that was last season, right? Somewhere in there where Rick and the rest of them were trapped in with the cannibals. Oh, you know what? I might want that leather too. Oh, I forgot. I'm like, why did I make that noise? I forgot. My character's female. I'm trying to get this animal hide, make sure I got it. No, I don't want the bone. Alright. Who'd you hear? It was squishy. Oh, now I can't get to make the noise again. There it went. Yeah, I don't think I got the hide. There, I do now. And then I forget what the new kid's name is. I don't think they said it in the episode, but basically they traded Beth for this new kid. Well, kid, the new guy, and well, traded. I don't know. He was at the hospital when Beth was there, and then she helped him escape, and then he led Rick and the rest of them back, and then he was going to trade himself for her right up until that cop said she knew he'd come back, and then Beth flipped out and stabbed her in the neck, and then promptly got shot in the head. But yeah, they had some pretty good stuff in this episode with I really like the part where Michonne was telling Rick how they're losing themselves and that they need to take a break because they are going a little crazy. Little talking about how they wanted to kill people. And she wanted to... of course, she wants to give up the sword. That's her big thing. She is done being, dang you, zombie. I wanted that pig. She doesn't want to be a warrior. Of course, she wants to go back to being a normal person, and, which happened in the book. That was one of the big things in the book. Oh, nice, some houses. When they came to the town in the comic, one of the things they made him do was give up their weapons. And then when Rick agreed to be sheriff, they gave him back his weapon. And then when he made Michonne his deputy, she started carrying a pistol, and she hung her sword up over the fireplace. And so it was... because she was done with it. She wasn't going to carry it anymore. And she's already done that in the series a couple of times now. In the TV show, I mean. There was a scene where she reached for it and it wasn't there. And it made her happy that it wasn't there. And of course she's back to having to carry it again. But in the books, you know, it was a big moment where she had given up the sword and stopped carrying it because they didn't carry weapons inside of city limits. I'm pretty sure that dead body was growling at me. And so, you know, then as the town is being wiped out, you know, they've got the big scene where she has to pull the sword back down off of off of the fireplace. It was good. Aw. Oop, I hit the ground. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do now. I still haven't made it to the new last week's episode of 12 Monkeys. Or like 2 weeks ago episode of Helix. I got sidetracked and was marathoning some stuff. It's not even television shows at the moment. And so I haven't quite got back to being on track with those. I did hear somebody talking about 12 Monkeys the other day, though. Which kind of made me happy. I like that show. Oh, what's going on with my lip? I think I got an eyelash on my tongue here. There we go. I got it now. Yeah. That was weird. I was talking and I could feel it on my tongue. And appreciate it. But, yeah, I really like that 12 Monkeys show so far. I watched one. I watched a movie this week. I watched a couple movies this week. I watched Lucy. I wasn't impressed. I thought that was kind of bland for a story. It had good potential, but I mean, like the entire movie basically could have been summed up in about 5 minutes. And instead it just drug on for an hour and a half. I'm gonna take that. Go ahead and eat that, actually. Yeah, Lucy was all right. It was you know, basically just Scarlett Johansson turned into a drug mule. Drugs get in her system. Ooh, what we got here? Iron boots. Nice. We can't even do leather yet, as far as I'm aware, but there's iron boots schematic. The drugs spill into her system and make her brain go into super mode. And so, as the movie progresses, she gets... Well, I don't know, really... When she first has this stuff spill into her system, I kind of want to put on that football helmet. It didn't progress the way I thought. Like, they make a big deal out of showing how much percentage of her brain she's using, but there was no like build up to anything. She just had powers. And it was like basically Morgan Freeman was narrating what was going to happen in the movie at the beginning of the movie, and then that's just what happened. And I thought there'd be a little more action to it, I guess. I did like, I don't know what his name is, but the Korean actor from Old Boy, not the American version, but the original. I've seen a few Korean things with him in it, and he's awesome. And so it was really awesome to see him in... I can make shotgun pumps when I find the book, and the rest of that's useless to me. But it was really awesome to see him in the movie, because I really like him. And he did an excellent job as the drug kingpin from Taiwan. And I think he's Korean anyways. I'm pretty sure Old Boy's Korean. It could be Chinese. Can't remember. Either way, it's a language I don't speak. Whatever the original Old Boy is. I have a couple of them, actually. There's like 3. I think it's a Revenge trilogy, they call it. There's Old Boy, and then there's... Old Boy's the only one I remember the name of. There's one that ends in a greenhouse that I thought was really good. I don't remember what the third one was. I may not have seen the third one. Old Boy's my favorite of the ones I've watched anyways. The American one was okay. I thought the Korean one was better. Anyways, so, you know, Lucy basically, you know, her brain kicked into overdrive, and there was a cool part on the plane where she started to disintegrate. I like that, but nah. The rest of it was mediocre. I think it's time I put on some clothes. Put on some clothes, lady. Put on some hair, too. I would have had hair if I didn't know I was going to be a lady. Of course, that's not the options I chose. Alright. Get in here, see what's in here. The other movie I watched was pretty good. I had read what it was about before watching the movie, though, and so... oh, you know what? I actually want blood packs, because I can make first aid kits when I get enough parts. I haven't seen any alcohol, though, this time around. Predetermination? Predestination? It's got Ethan Hawke in it. It was pretty good. It could have used a little more oomph, I think, in the story. What is going on? Look at that. Bloop, bloop, bloop. That piece was jumping back and forth. But it's about a... it's based on an old Philip K. Dick short story. You know, like... Really? What's going on here? Why can't you take down this door? You know, like Blade Runner was Philip K. Dick. There's some other stuff I don't remember. All the stuff he wrote. But this one was about time traveler. It was just a little too... Like, it didn't help that I had read what it was about ahead of time. Because I read about it... I want to say I saw a trailer for it last year in, like, November or December. And I read about it then. But it's pretty good. It was just... Okay, shotgun barrel I want to take with me. I just wish there had been a little more... It's... I don't know. I don't know how to explain this without... It focused a little too much on the relationship side of the story, and which is fine because I think that was supposed to be the focal point, but I would have liked a little more of the time police side of things. And so it was, I think I already checked all this stuff. Oop. Not that the, the rest of it, oh, there's some alcohol. I need you, Sticks, you're gonna have to go. Because I believe that's the supplies to make a first aid kit. Health. First aid kit, yep. A blood bag, an alcohol, and a plain bandage. Where did I put my plain bandage? Oh, right there. It's the one right in the middle. But it, the time cop side of it was about a time-traveling bomber, and so I mean that was in the movie. I just wished it had been a little more of the focus. I think the movie would have been more interesting. Well, it's pretty interesting anyways. I just, I don't know. It had been fun to have a little more action to the movie. It's a lot of just Ethan Hawke and this other guy talking to each other. But, I mean, that's kind of what the movie is about. So, they kind of need to talk to each other. I just wish there... Oh, I've already been in this place. I was trying to hack down the back door of a place I'd already been into. I just wish there'd been more of hunting down the bomber. Not that they didn't catch the bomber in the end or anything, but... but it was good. And I've got ready to watch Annabelle. Oh, nice. What did I say it was? Leather chest armor. It goes right there. So I haven't seen that yet, but I do have it all ready to watch. I actually started to watch it. I've seen... Oh, nice. There's my leather tanning. I have seen stuff about the doll that the movie's based on, so I'm not completely unaware of what this movie's about or anything. I probably know more about the background of this movie than the average watcher. Because I enjoy reading about that kind of stuff. That sounded like a dog. I don't think it was, though. I don't know. I also got Walk Among the Tombstones to watch yet. There's a couple that I got here. Probably watching this weekend before I send them back. Good old rental. Come on. There we go. I think a jacket, that's a separate piece, right? Right, because it's a plaid shirt, blue jacket, and a bandana. Oh yeah, styling now. No shoes, no pants. But I got a shirt, a jacket, chest armor. Oh, where did you come from? And snuck up on me there. Well, I think gonna have to call it here. Maybe next time I'll have caught back up on 12 Monkeys. I know we get another new episode tomorrow night, so I need to catch up in there sometime. Alright, click like, subscribe, be sure and catch the next one. I'll talk to you later.